Good morning, students. So today I will be taking your grammar class and I will be starting with the topic infinitives. Okay, before me Shreya ma'am has taken so far, so I will be continuing after what she has completed. So she was about to start the infinitives, so I will be starting the infinitives today. Okay, hope you all are doing well in your home and you are all getting my class after a long time. So okay, let's start. So infinitives, what are infinitives? Infinitives are kind of non-finite verb. Now what are non-finite verb which are actually not the main verb, okay, which are showing some kind of work, which are showing some kind of activity, but they are not the main verb. The main verb is something else in the sentence. They are just used as a non-finite verbs. They are a type of non-finite verbs. So there are two types of infinitives. One is just normal infinitives. Like normal infinitives means there will be one to, and along with the to there will be a plain form of a verb. So that is called the normal infinitive, which we know as infinitive. But there are some other types of infinitives which is not having the use of to. Means such infinitives are hard to understand sometimes because there is no to in front of it. But after reading the sentence, after getting the meaning, we need to understand that this is actually one finite verb without the use of to. So those kind of words are called bare infinitives. Bare means which is not having the tag of to. Fine. Now coming to the normal sense of infinitive, what we know as infinitives. Okay. So that one, in regarding that infinitive, see, I have written 3 sentences here. I have written 3 sentences here. I want to go there, I wanted to go there, she wants to go there. Okay, so the tense as well as the subjects are different in these 3 sentences. In the first sentence and the last sentence, these are used in present tense, simple present tense, but there the subject is I, here the subject is she. Okay, so what is getting changed? You see, this main verb. What is the main verb here? This is the MV, means main verb. Main verb, at first I have used want, in the second I have used wanted because it is past tense, in the third one I have used once because it is simple, but here the subject is third person singular, therefore I have used once. Okay, but here this main verb, the form of the main verb is getting changed because this is the finite verb. This is called the finite verb. There is a finite verb which is not getting changed is this part. This part is not getting changed. I want, it is to go there. In the next line wanted, but still it is to go. Okay, I am not changing it into to went or to goes or something like that. Okay, everything is being same here. So this is what infinitive. Infinitive will not change according to the tense of the sentence. Okay, according to the subject, whether it is singular or plural, the infinitive will have no effect on it. It will be same for each and every sentence. The thing which will get changed. Okay, I am repeating once again. See, in a sentence, what gets changed while we are transforming the sentence in these 3 sentences, the main finite verb, the want, wanted and wants, this is getting changed. Okay, this is getting changed. These are getting changed. But which is remaining same in all the sentences are the infinitives that I have used. To go and to go. To go is never becoming to went or to goes, something like that. So infinitives will never get changed. The tense of the sentence may get changed. The subject of the sentence, the object of the sentence can get changed. But the infinitives will be same wherever it is used. Okay, there is no changes in the infinitive. Some external noises are coming. Okay, some of your microphones are still on, I can see. You just mute yourself, otherwise there will be background sound. All of you mute your microphones, otherwise you will be getting this background sound. Okay. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now I am coming to the bare infinitive. Okay, bare infinitive is, these infinitives are very easy to detect. You can just simply see and you can understand, okay, this is one infinitive used here. But regarding the bare infinitive, you have to think a little bit, because in the bare infinitive you are not having this help of to. So to is like a tagline. Okay, to is actually identifying everything as a bare, as an infinitive. But in case of bare infinitive, you are not having this to. And as you are not having this to, you have to think and understand whether the verb is actually a finite verb or a non-finite verb. And if it is a non-finite verb and it is used singularly in the sentence, okay, without any help, without any kind of this and that near it, okay. If it is in a non-finite form and it is in a simple form and it is in its basic form means its true form, like among the has, have, had, which is the base form, have is the base form. Okay. Similarly, go, went, gone, which is the best, go, went, gone, when, goes. Okay, these are the same family of words, but which is the original word? Go is the original word. So, original word as well as being infinite, that will become a bare infinitive. Okay, I am explaining to you. Okay. I saw her cross the road. I saw her cross the road. Here, this is the main verb. Why this is the main verb? Because this is the main action what is happening. I saw something. I saw something. So, I saw her cross the road. Fine. So, this is the main verb which is acting. I can also use another sentence. I have seen her cross the road. See, both the sentences are having the similar meaning, only the difference is in the tense. This is simple past, this is present perfect. Just the difference is between the tense of the sentence. I am using I in both the sentence. Only the tense are different, and as there is a difference in tense, I am actually working the difference on the main verb. So, I am not changing, this is also a verb. See, this is also a verb, but whenever I am changing the sentence, I am not changing this word. This word is remaining same. Here also I am using cross, here also I am using cross. But what I am actually changing is the main verb. So, main verb is having all the changes, but this verb is remaining constant because this is one non-finite verb. This is not the main verb. This is one non-finite verb. Fine. And see, this is in its plain form. Plain form means if there are words like this, cross, crossed, crosses. So, in between these three words, which is the original word? This is the original word, that is the base form of the verb. So, it is in its base form. Therefore, this kind of verbs, okay, which are not getting affected with the change of the tense in the sentence, these kind of words are called bare infinitives. these kind of words are called bare infinitives. Okay, because here we have to understand, as there is no to identify us that this is infinitive, but we have to understand it in this way. We have to analyze the sentence first, we have to check which verbs are getting changed and which are not, then we will understand this is the infinitive. Okay, what is the root form of the verb? What is the root form of the verb? Yes, root form of the verb is the base form of the verb. Okay, means the original form of the verb. I am giving the example, some other examples so that you can understand. Go, goes, gone, went, going. Okay, so these are the words related to the same family but used in different tense form. Okay, these two are used for simple present tense, where this is used for perfect tense, this is used for past tense, this is used for continuous tense. Okay, now what is actually the base verb, base form, or as you are telling, root form, or I can also tell original form. Which one of these is the original form of the verb? This one. This is the base, root or original form of the verb, and infinitive will only use the base, root or original form of the verb. Okay. Okay, fine. Now coming to the next example, two more example if I give, then the thing will be clear to you. The clown made us laugh. The clown is making us laugh. The clown makes us laugh. Here you see again, once again I have used three different sentences with a similar meaning, but only difference is the tense. Here I am using simple past, here I am using present continuous, here I am using simple present. Only the difference is the tense. So whenever I am changing the sentences, this main verb, made is the main verb, make is, making is the main verb, makes is the main verb. So these words are getting changed, but which is remaining constant is this verb. This verb is remaining constant, it is not having any change, it is in its original form in every sentence. So therefore this laugh is a bare infinitive. BI means bare infinitive. Okay, I hope the bare infinitive is clear to you, the concept of bare infinitive, how you will identify the bare infinitive, because this is the most confusing part. You have to identify it in this way. Maybe you will be given one sentence, but you try to imagine different sentences in different tense using the same meaning, just changing to different sentences, and you check whether the words are getting changed or not. Okay, if the words are getting changed, if the verbs are getting changed, then obviously that is not a bare infinitive. But if it is remaining constant, whatever way you are changing the tense, then that is infinitive, bare infinitive. Fine. Okay. Now let us do the exercise part. I have done the explanation, now come to the exercise. See, exercise number L, starting in page number 36. Page 36, exercise number L. It is very easy. Read the following sentences and underline the infinitives. You just have to identify the infinitives. So, infinitives are very clear. See, in the first sentence, I was asked to sing a song. Asked to sing a song. So, which is the infinitive here? To sing a song. Fine. Yes. Sorry, exercise number E, not L. Exercise number E. Page 36. Number 1. So, number 1 infinitive is to sing. Number 2 is they love to play outside in the garden. Here, to play is the infinitive. Okay, everything which is starting with a 2, all the verbs, all the base verb which is starting with a 2 is the infinitive here. To play, next, to clean, next, to study, next, to starve, to report. Okay, so now the other rule for this infinitive is whenever we are using one infinitive in the sentence, obviously there should be one main verb. Without the main verb, you can't use the infinitive in the sentence. So, here in every sentence you see there is first one main verb, asked to sing. Asked is the main verb and then we are using the infinitive to sing. Loved to play. Loved is the main verb, then we are using the infinitive. I am helping my mother. So, helping, I am helping. Am helping is the main verb. Someone to do something, to please. So, again helping. After using the main verb, we are sometimes using kind of object there, and after the object we are using the infinitives. Okay, so we generally use the verb plus to infinitive with this verb. So, mainly what kind of words we use before one infinitive? We use like agree, forget, I agree to you, okay, I forget to do something, I hope to succeed, I promise to do this, I decided to do this, I failed to do this, I learned to do this, I plan to do this, I refuse to do this, I offer to do this. So, these are the basic types of verbs which we use normally in front of infinitive. There are others also like beg, help, want, would like, would prefer, ask, expect, would hate, would love. These kind of main verbs we use before using the two infinitives. Okay, next come to the next exercise, that is exercise number F. Exercise number F is easy, just 4 blanks are there. Akbar was very small when he began dash the kingdom. So, you have to use one infinitive, so just use to and rule. So, Akbar was very small when he began to rule the kingdom. I am not writing on the board, you can note it down. The magician tried dash the audience. The magician tried to entertain the audience. Yes. Next, father promised dash a new computer on my birthday. Here we can use buy. So, father promised to buy a new computer on my birthday. The teacher refused something. The teacher refused to listen to any of the excuses he made. Yes. Okay. Now, coming to exercise number G. Rewrite the sentences using the verbs given in bracket. So, see, mother is worried about Rina's health. Mother is worried about Rina's health. You have to use seem. So, using seem, you have to make an infinitive. So, mother seems to be worried about Rina's health. Mother seems to be worried about Rina's health. Now, why I am using here to be and seems? See, in the sentence first, the tense is simple present. Okay, is worried. Okay, it is in simple present. So, when it is in simple present, when I am using the word seem, I am using it into simple present tense, that is seems. Mother seems, then I have to use the infinitive. So, I am using the infinitive for the word is. So, converting the word is, I am making it be. To be. Be is the be verb. So, I am just converting it into the base form, that is be. Be worried about Rina's health. The meaning is same, but I am using the word seem here. Next, Rohan is a good footballer. So, here you can say Rohan claims to be a good footballer. Number 2, Rohan claims to be a good I am using the word claims here, I am including the word claim, and then again in a similar way I am making it to be. Infinitive I am using. Next, Vinita has lost her interest in sports. So, here again I have to use the word seem. So, Vinita seems to have lost her interest in sports. Here the infinitive that I am using for seems, that is to have, because the word has, the verb has is used in the sentence. So, I am using the word has to make into infinitive. What I am using? I am using the to and converting it into the base form, that is have. Have is the original form of has, had. Fine. Now, the last sentence, I think. Last sentence, he has an appointment with the doctor. So, he has an appointment with the doctor. He claims to have. The same way, he claims to have. He claims to have an appointment okay, I am not writing the remaining portion. So, what is important? He claims to have. In the same way, I have converted these sentences. Okay. Now, the next part, I am coming to the complete the sentence with the infinitives and other words using the word given in bracket without altering their meaning. Mother said, I should not be careless. So, here in the same way you have to convert, you have to add the word without converting the meaning. You have to keep the meaning same and you have to convert. So, what you will write here? Mother said I should not be careless. So mother advised me. Mother advised me. You can't say mother advised I. You have to write here me. So I will be changed into me. Mother advised me to, because it is a negative sentence, I am using not to. Not to be careless. As because it is a negative sentence, here I am making the infinitive in this way. Not to be careless. Mother advised me not to be careless. You can also write number 4 of the previous exercise that I have said, he claims to have an appointment with the doctor. He claims to have an appointment. He claims to have an appointment with the doctor. Okay. Now coming to this part, mother advised me not to be careless. So this part you can write this as the answer. You can also change your answer. You can also write mother advised me to be careful. If you are not willing to write the negative sentence, you can make it a positive sentence using the antonym for careless. The opposite of careless is careful. The meaning remains the same. So you can write the answer in both the ways. Next, I think you should consult a dentist. So here you have to write, I want you to consult a dentist. I want you to consult a dentist. Okay. So the next part I'm now writing down because the time is almost up. The coach said that the team could practice till late. The coach allowed the team to practice till late. The coach allowed the team to practice till late. This will be the answer. Father said I could use his mobile. Father allowed me. Father allowed me to use his mobile. Father allowed me to use his mobile. Okay. Now in the last exercise, that is very easy. Last exercise is very easy. You just have to add the infinitive in its proper place. So the first one you can see, you should ask for permission before you leave. You should ask. Just simply use the word ask because this is bare infinitive. Number 2, my classmates refuse to accept. Number 2 will be to accept my gift. They seem to know. Here you have to use infinitive to know. The doctor agreed to treat. The doctor agreed to treat. Can I use? Can I use? Here you are again using bare infinitive. Can I use? Where will your friends like to have? Here the infinitive to have. Okay. I hope everyone is able to follow the class. So my class time is over. Okay. Your teacher is waiting. Your next class will be starting in few minutes. So if you are having any question, you ask me now immediately. Okay. Okay then. Bye. Repeat question number 4 for which one? Question number 4 for which exercise? Question number 4 for G. For G, I have already told you it will be, he claims, listen carefully, he claims to have an appointment with the doctor. Okay, he claims, C-L-A-I-M-S. Okay, I hope it is clear now. Okay, bye then.